Welcome to 71 Howard Road. My name is Linda and I'm going to show you around my home in this short video. As you can see, it's an older style dwelling, dates back to 1961, same age as me, and it was built right here on the northern side of Howard Road in Ōrere Point. The garden has been terraced, there's a lovely brick seating area here, and as you can see there's a lot of outdoor living with this porch which is got nice views out here over the garden, but also you'll be able to see just through here the view of the sea. So there's a lovely peep towards the Coromandel. So there's an opportunity here for you to have outdoor dining as well as be able to look through the trees out onto the reserve, which is maintained by Auckland Council. So if we go in here through the kitchen door, you'll be able to see here the kitchen, which has got a dishwasher, a ceramic top hob, built-in range hood, also the sink, newly placed vinyl, and outdoor flow onto the seated area for the deck, which is great for lunches outside. There's a dining area off the kitchen, which is just up from the lounge, which you can see has been organised just a couple of steps down from the dining area. And as we go over, you can see in the distance there the Coromandel and Ōrere Point Beach. So that's the northeasterly view from this living room. There's also a wonderful view around to the south, which looks down through the property towards that great Norfolk pine in the garden. And if we go up into the dining area again, you can see that the window here gives you a view towards the Hanua's ranges, which are to the south as well. So the house has ceiling fans for ventilation in the summertime. It also has a heat pump in this main area, which is terrific for warmth in the winter, but you can also use it for cooling if things get a bit too hot in the summer. This is the main bedroom, which has a full-length window out to the brick terrace again, and the barbecue area. It's got a wardrobe, double wardrobe along one length of the room. That's the view to the patio. There's a water tank there for watering the garden. There's also a grassed seating area out here. Those are my dogs from the swim this morning, and you can see the native trees and the flaxes. So the main bedroom has sliding doors and also 2 windows. And in this little area, the hallway, there's an entry into the study, which is set up for working and which has got its own frosted window. This is where the solar power is measured as well, the photovoltaics. And there's a work area again here in the hallway, which you can use for a sewing machine, with an opportunity for you to again look out at that view of the sea towards the Coromandel and the cabbage trees. So in the bathroom here, this is newly renovated 2024. This is the basin and the sink and the toilet, 2 windows, a heated towel rail, and this is the shower, which was installed just very recently. So the bathroom there's also another bathroom downstairs. This is hall cupboard here with storage space and a clothes rack. And then this is double bedroom, which is at the moment set up for the bed to take advantage of this lovely view, again out towards the Coromandel and towards Ōrere Point itself and the sea. So there's large picture windows down the driveway, which lets you see towards the Hanua's, and then out through the deck here You can see lovely seated area, outside seating area for breakfasts or for a cup of coffee, and back in through this door to the dining area and kitchen. So we'll take you down now outside to have a look at the reserve and the view back towards the house. So the reserve is maintained by Auckland Council, mowed by Auckland Council, but it's a kind of extension to the garden. And you can see here really lovely pahutakawa trees, and you can hear the bird song and also the sound of the waves. You can hear them in the house too as you go to sleep, and this is a great place at night to look at the moonrise over the sea. So here's the view back towards the house. I'll take you down now to have a look at the minor dwelling. So before we do that, we'll just go past the bathroom and laundry, which are underneath this main part of the house. Here's the laundry and sinks. There's also a shower in here, and this is the toilet area. So this is sort of ideal for rinsing off sand when you've been down at the beach. This is the carport, which is underneath the lounge, and it's got a charger for my electric car. There it is, an EV net charger. And there's also down in the garage another charger, which is a slightly slower charger. There's a storage area under the main deck here, which is great for storing kayaks or anything else you need to keep locked up. And there's a little pathway into the garden here, which lets you have a seat and look out again through the trees towards that bit of the sea and the Coromandel. So the garden has got quite a lot of mature trees in it, as well as it's the distribution field for the water system, which is operating here because we have rainwater collection and also our own in-ground septic systems. This is the minor dwelling. This was originally built in 1992, but has had an extensive renovation in 2018 to provide self-contained accommodation below. As you can see, it has 5 solar panels, photovoltaics, on the roof, and it's accessed in 2 ways. So we'll go in the top part first, and then I'll take you out through the garage. As you can see, the big picture windows, a covered deck, which has also been blinds, as you can see, cafe blinds to screen it in here, providing you with the outdoor eating area. These are double glazed windows, double glazed door. This is a double glazed window. In here, there's another heat pump, which is just over in the back of the living area. So you can have that toasty warm in the winter. Big picture windows, lots of light. Also a view over to the garden. And this is set up with its own stove and a kitchen sink and room obviously for a refrigerator. There's double bunk beds here, which are great for kids when they come to stay, with ventilation and storage area for clothing here. There's also a double bedroom, which has its own access and mirror and chest of drawers, as well as lovely views onto the garden. This is freshly carpeted and new vinyl laid in 2021. So it's been used for an office, for work from home, but it's also able to be used for overflow visitors or for paying guests if you have people that want to come and stay. But the main income part of this property is actually this, the Airbnb, which is downstairs in this minor dwelling. So the minor dwelling was itself, as I mentioned, built in 1992, but this renovation was done in 2018. So if you come in from the top as we just did, there's a flight of stairs down to the main living area and bedroom, which is showing the windows out onto the garden, and also large storage cupboard here for linens, and the hot water cylinder, which is a high pressure hot water cylinder. There's additionally another shower and toilet and bathroom down here. This was all completed in 2018. There's a Code of Compliance certificate for these renovations. And there's a door onto the little deck outside, which comes off this main bedroom. There's a heat pump down here for year-round comfort. And there's also a kitchenette down here. So if you come down and want to have separate accommodation, paying you some rental income, this has been generating around about $175 a night. So there's a fridge, a dishwasher, this double unit dryer and washing machine all fitted in here, with a bench unit with coffee machine and so on, air fryer, and shelving for cutlery and crockery. Out this door is the way that most of the guests access the Airbnb. They do it through the garage, where they can drive in and access the garage door opener from a box outside. This has got the main switchboard for the minor dwelling, and it also has the Danish water system, which is doing the grey water recycling for the house. So water from showers and from sinks goes down, is treated in these salt water tanks, and then is pumped up to use for flushing in the toilets. And that's very sustainable practice, because it means that there is less call for the rainwater, which is in these two tanks, 22,500 litre tanks, which have a filtration system that you can see here. This is also where I have the washing line, and it's I've never run out of water, even though there are long dry spells, including during 2020 when it didn't rain pretty much between December and May. Additionally, in the garden at the moment, I have a friend's tiny house that she's been using, and that is also for sale and available from her separately for $85,000, and that has its own 10,000 litre water tank which goes with it, as well as its photovoltaic panels, its gas for cooking and for refrigeration, and is completely set up to be self-contained, so it doesn't use the mains water supply. Lovely kauri tree there, 2 of them growing in the garden. And this is Howard Road, a quiet, peaceful little road in a seaside community of 300. This house is about 100 metres from the shop down Howard Road, and we're having open homes every Saturday and Sunday throughout January, and we look forward to welcoming you to 71 Howard Road.